Time now for baseball from 24 Willie Mays Plaza and stunning Oracle Park in San Francisco. It's the one-game National League Wild Card playoff between the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as we take in the historical comparison there, these are two franchises that have to feel good about earning their way here into the postseason.
Well, I really love these one-game wild card matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I gotta tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wild card playoff on the show, and it comes your way next. Christy Mathewson gets the nod here at home for the National League wildcard game. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, there are good numbers and there are the not-so-good numbers. How about this guy sitting on 199 career losses? If you want to swing that to a positive, he must have pretty good stuff if teams continue to run him out there, but I'm sure there's nothing he'd like more than to avoid his 200th career loss in this one here today.
And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Next, it'll be Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Just underway here in San Francisco. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Posey gathers it, makes the throw to first, 2 down. Digging in will be Robinson Cano. Attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swing and a line drive. That gets down and the inning continues.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 2. Dominic Smith.
Into the box, Dominic Smith hit on the ground toward the left. There is La Stella on to Cepeda at first to retire the side. Mets strand 1. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Johan Santana is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wildcard matchup. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So now here is Monty Irvin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Misses. Ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Popped him up. Cano has a play. 1 away.
Batting second.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, they'll breeze through 7 strong.
At the plate, Tommy La Stella. Good battle. Count remains full. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And another foul ball. And he fouls this one off. High in the air down the right field line. Oh, he brought it back.
Batting third, the center fielder, Willie Mays.
Next to hit, Willie Mays. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to the right. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. Giants down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Joe Torre. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting fifth, the right fielder with a single.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. Conforto behind, the ball and 2 strikes. Torre aboard here at first with nobody out. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center. So the first 2 have reached here to start the second.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box now, Brandon Nimmo. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Weak grounder down the line at third. And he indeed takes home to the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. Guys, we have to focus on one of the best defenders in all the sport at any position. That's Brandon Crawford. This guy's got some of the softest hands in the game and a rocket arm.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. And that misses. 2-1. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he misses ball 4.
Batting 9, the pitcher.
So runners in scoring position, and here is Johan Santana looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. A little bit outside. 2-1.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Here's the 2-1. 2-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
And now, Keith Hernandez. All even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2, and he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and decide his retirement. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this. Into the box, Orlando Cepeda. The 1-1.
At the ball. 2-0, 1 strike.
Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Plate now, Buster Posey. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. As a look, now the pitch.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Cepeda leads off second with nobody out. That's swung on and missed, and Posey goes down for the first out. Now into the box, Wilmer Flores. The 3-2 pitch. It's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski.
Nope, at the ball.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now at the plate here is Jeff McNeil, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 2-1. Chopped on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now that's second baseman, Robinson Cano.
And now Robinson Cano singled in his last at-bat. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball. So I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Dominic Smith.
To the plate now, Dominic Smith. Still 2-2. Third inning, no score to this point. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the third coming up, no score. Now at the plate is Brandon Crawford as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Hit hard but foul. Here comes the 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And one away now in the San Francisco third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Christy Mathewson.
So here now is the pitcher, Christy Mathewson. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 20, Monte Irvin.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Monte Irvin. He flew out in his last debut. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. set for the start of the fourth. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Joe Torre.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Now a screwball is poured over for a strike, and he takes command 1-2. Fouled away. Line drive to left. Uthman is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He singled first time up. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Into the box now, Brandon Nimmo. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And it's fouled away. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Tommy La Stella. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
This pitch is popped up. A leap, and what a catch!
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Into the box, Willie Mays. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run, and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
Fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Cepeda.
Standing in now, Orlando Cepeda. Swing and a ground ball for Villar at shortstop. Right to him. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jonathan Villar. The 2-2 one more time.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Johan Santana.
Next up from New York, Johan Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Keith Hernandez waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
The first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he'll come back with 1 in the 3rd as the count moves to 2-1 now.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
2 down with a runner at first, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. 1-2, here it comes.
That's a ball.
We all know he's a really good hitter, and this is probably a good example why. He fell behind 0-2, but knowing they're probably going to try to get him to chase a pitcher's pitch, he got really patient. He's still up against the ropes a little, but he's in a much better position now on a 2-2 count.
Fouled off. The next 3-2. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Now it'll be Robinson Cano, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Hit in the air to right field. Back goes Yastrzemski, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. and welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Again, another foul ball. The next 3-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate now, Wilmer Flores. And he fouls this one off. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Full count now. The 3-2 pitch. VR out there at shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The batter, the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
2 out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Giants are down 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. New inning set to get underway. And standing in the outfielder, Dominic Smith. Skied down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Next to stand in is Joe Torre. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. low, ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a flare down the line. And that's in there. Base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, man. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. So now to the plate, Michael Conforto. Flores has it. One there. Relay to Cepeda, who's got it for the inning-ending double play. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Now the 2-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Christy Mathewson.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Christy Mathewson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Stepping in now, Monty Irvin. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
Again, a 1-2. Back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on. And there is some stick to it of this as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Now batting, third baseman, Tommy La Stella.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. Mathewson stands at second with 2 gone. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Here's the payoff pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back the right fielder. And that ball is over the wall out toward the Cove. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
To the plate now, Willie Mays. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Smith retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9, due up to start the 7th. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. So here's Brandon Nimmo. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
J.D. Davis come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it'll be in time. Posey delivers the strike to get him.
Man, that just seemed like an unnecessary steal attempt there. Down by 2, that run doesn't mean much at all. The tying run is at the plate. At least he was. Let him try to make something happen, or at least keep the line moving.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, ball 3.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Mays waits on it, and that retires the side. Mets go down quickly. They trail it here 2-0. Robert Gesellman gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 44, Robert Gesellman.
Last half of the 7th here, and here comes the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda. Two balls and 2 strikes to the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 2-2 swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Giants have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Buster Posey. Swing and a liner. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And Buster will take ball 4. And down to first heads Posey.
Now batting, the second baseman, Wilmer.
So the next to bat will be Wilmer Flores. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Now the 1-1 pitch. And there he goes towards second. And that's the first out.
Up next to the job,
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And now it'll kick around in the corner. To second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Standing in now, Brandon Crawford. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2. Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. This is popped high in the air back behind short. VR takes charge out there and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
now batting, the pitcher, Christy Mathewson.
Stepping in once again is Christy Mathewson. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Into center field. Line drive, base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
We're talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Another good inning for the Giants. Who's got it better than those folks right there? We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. To the top of the lineup, stepping in, Keith Hernandez. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. The 1-1 home.
I got 2 on the count.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Obviously, as a pitcher, he wants to finish what he started. But when you have that pitch count north of 115 pitches, you have to be concerned about his health and the wear and tear on his arm. Might have to take him out of this one really soon.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
The 1-1. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. He's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Now here's the Giant skipper making his way out toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. John Brebbia gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 59, John Brebbia.
Stepping in now, Robinson Cano, swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Dominic Smith. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Fouled off.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Aaron Luke is on the pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
For the New York Mets, number 32, Aaron Luke.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now here's the pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's out there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Right side. Hernandez has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Willie Mays.
So here is Willie Mays. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, and no time to get him at first. Not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Up next to the Giants, the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda.
At the plate, Orlando Cepeda. Line hard toward right center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense can come back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they'll extend the lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Now back.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
So now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they push this lead up to 9 now.
Hey, you miss over the middle with a sinker, and it becomes more just like your generic two-seamer. Hitter got great wood on that pitch.
Enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. To the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski. 2-1. For this one almost in the books. The story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan. What does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Brandon Crawford will be next. 4 runs here in this half inning. Grounded down the third baseline. Carrasco pauses. Here comes the 3-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate now, Brandon Crawford pulled toward right center field. Nimmo in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Giants 9 and the Mets nothing. Now to bat, Michael Conforto. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, Brandon Nimmo. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Jonathan Villar.
So next to hit is Jonathan Villar. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Conforto takes his lead at third with 1 away. Still even at 2-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. Even if we had robot arms, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
the 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Zach Littell will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brandon Belt is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. At the plate now is Keith Hernandez, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit in the air down the right field line. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League wildcard game.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants, 9 runs, 11 hits. No errors, they left 2 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 8 hits, no errors, they left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,915. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at Oracle Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.
Mm-hmm.